This is our window. We don't have our sign up yet. Okay, we're going through the snow. It's cold as hell out here. We're coming through the front door. Here we are. It's a pretty little wreath that Tammy made for me. It's a hooked item. This is our handmade ornament tree. And I'm painting around. There's our reading table. I'm painting around to the counter, which is full of stuff. There's our secretary, hard at work. These are what the windows look like from the inside. Front door. Light's not too good there. Our greeting cards. Painting back around. Patterns. I'm going to walk to the back from one side. Here's wool patterns, wool handmade pins, the you and I in the wool sign. Here's all handmade purses. It's made by a lady here in Hammondsport. She names all of her purses. About from the streets in Hammondsport. There's some more rug hooking things. Continuing down this side. Here's some more rug hooking things. More material. Scan back up. More rug hooking things. More. There's a chicken. Here's a rooster. Here's two busy bees on a flower. Oh, look at the hooking stuff. More. A rug. Now we're getting into the quilting department. Come around. There's our little snowman, which is still snowing, greeting us. More fabric. More fabric, more fabric. Okay, I'm going to continue through the hallway. Here's some patterns for quilting. Of course, there's Tezel the dog I did. This is another lady's hooking that she's done. Her name's Pat Olson. She's done a nice few little things. Come through the hallway. Here's one of our bathrooms. Right now, here's our little junk closet. When we come through here, this is a rug that my partner, Carol Oswald, hooked. Won't be staying in the floor. Here's some quilts that a lady made for us. This is some inventory that we just received today that we got out on the table so we can get it inventoried. There's a quilt that a lady here in Hammondsport made. In the window we have handmade curtains that a lady made. Here's some hand knitted socks. Turn it around this way so you can see. And some hats. Now I'm continuing back down the hall. Here's some more of the quilting corner again. Here's her sign up on the wall, Lake Country Patchwork. Her inventory should be coming in this week. Here's some more. There's some fat quarters. More bolts of fabric. Come around. More fabric. And come around. Some more fabric. More fat quarters. And then here's her thread box, which her thread's not come in yet, so she told us that anybody that wanted to buy anything off of this rack, they could have it for free, since there's nothing in there. Buttons. This is my little corner. This is the rug that I'm working on now, and I call him the Gay Rooster. Gay because he looks happy and he's colorful. My little workstation for the time being. This is some handmade felted scarves, and you would really have to see these in person to know their true beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. There's one of them right there. Beautiful. All handmade and all wet felted. There's a little shawl that was knitted. And you come back around. Here's some more of our hand felted scarves. Absolutely beautiful. These three hanging here with the little balls on them were actually weaved, but all of these are wet felted. You come around, and here's some yarn, and actually the yarn on this shelf it takes one skein to make this beautiful shawl hanging up here. And then this row is all sock yarn, and it will make you a pair of socks that looks like that. More sock yarn. And you come around, and this is some hand-spun, handmade wool that has embellishments in it. It's beautiful. It has a few buttons. It's very glittery, very pretty. Here's some more. This was all raised here in the Finger Lakes area and turned into roving and spun. And then here are some kit packages, and with those kits you can knit this beautiful shawl. It's very popular this year. And then these are what's called little pocket project knitting bags. They snap open and they have tons of compartments for your knitting needles or your rug hooking hooks, all kinds of good stuff. Here's a jacket, a wool jacket that a lady made that has one of the felted scarves on it. That scarf is beautiful. Too bad you can't see it in person. Now we're coming back around. Those has little noodles, what we call strips of yarn or strips of wool once they're cut. Back of Ned's head, working hard on the computer. Now I'm turning around. There's our ornament tree. Here's our little, if you want to sit and have coffee or whatever. And I think I mentioned that these were all handmade felted pins. Here's some more. Little chicken. Some sunflowers. Here's one that fell on the floor. It's a little sheep. Nothing will stick because it's too stinking cold. So it keeps falling to the floor. But there's our little black sheep. He has little dangly feet on him. Really cute. Really cute. Some other things. There's a mug with its own little rug underneath it. A little pin cushion. Another pin cushion. Another pin cushion. Some more pretty flowers. It's all handmade. More little chicken pins. Here's a little grater that a lady was real creative, and she hooked a bird and a flower and hooked it on the, or attached it to the little cheese grater. Now we're coming into our shoe department. These are all sheepskins. These are like just one sheep, but when you get over to here, that's 4 sheepskins sewn together, which you can put in the floor. And then here's our window looking outside. Here's some cashmere scarves. Here's some more scarves. These are acrylic, I think. These are some really heavy duty mittens. Heavy duty, which we've been needing these days with single digit weather. Little strawberry cap, a hat. Here's a black fleece hanging over here. Come around. Here's some of the old friend footwear. These are pretty nice because the insoles come out of them. You can wash them, and then if they ever wear out, she has insole replacements that you can put into them. Here's some wool dusters. Here's a whole many more mittens, earmuffs, headbands, more mittens, socks, all kinds of alpaca socks, all kinds, men's, women's, ladies, no children's. And then I'm turning back around. Of course, this is the bench that came out of a church in Avoca, New York. This is where people sit to try on shoes. There's looking back into the other room. This is some inventory with those little jars of stuff. It's wool, lanolin, hand cream, which is really nice. This is her inventory of shoes. There's quite a bunch of shoes. This is the display we set up. All her shoes, some little sheepies. These are actually hand-felted cat toys. Little balls that the cats like to chase around in the floor, and they actually have catnip in them. They're hand-felted. There's a little alpaca bear. And then I'm going to come around And this becomes our art section. These are people that belong to my art group. Some things that they painted, some mirrors. Here's some tables. There's some quilted pictures, some landscapes. I can continue down this wall. This is my neighbor, Herta. These are her paintings. A stool, hand-painted stool. Some more things she did. She did 3 Chinese pottery, or maybe they're Japanese pottery pieces. This is just gorgeous. You come around, we have a lady that makes handmade signs for us.
Is everything all in? Yeah, you're all away from home now.
Sign, sign, sign. Save water, drink wine. I like that one. Kid cave. Come around.
Oh, cool.
Come around.
I'm hoping.
Okay. This goes back into our kitchen, which I have the vacuum out. Old time sewing machine. Little lavatory. This is our kitchen. The refrigerator. Our heating unit. Refrigerator. And then this is our storeroom as you come back, which you can see. There's our Christmas wreath hanging up there, circling the light. It's a little refrigerator and a microwave. This is our coat rack. Then you come back around. This is some more storage area. This goes out the back door. And then this little place right here, if you took a left from here, you can see the staircases going down. That goes to the basement. And it's a full basement, but it's not a finished basement. It has a dirt floor in it. But even at that, it's pretty nice. This is our friend Candace, who came to feed the kitties outside. She's a Lake Country patchwork lady. So, did you run out of food? Cat food?
No, I gotta get some water.
Oh, water. Oh my gosh.
Surprised me.
Now this comes back into the room. This is a friend of mine. This is what we call Annie's Corner. And she does all folk art on barn, B-A-R-N wood. She's definitely a folk artist. This comes around to, this is, I think, Peter Ampere, I think is what these paintings are. That's actually a slate. Then we come around. There's some replicas of some old chest. There's a little hand-hooked stool. Come around. These are some more paintings. That's a watercolor. a watercolor. This lady is called a historical copyist, and this chest was copied from an original 1792 chest. Some more of her art. It's a hunting dog. This is some more of the copyist art. This is a photograph that a friend of mine, husband, does photography work. He took this in a canoe, and it's a swan under a tree with a shadow. Here's the backside. The backside of our shoe display. Yep. Some more signs. There goes Kathy. There goes Candy. She's chasing a cat. So, folks, that pretty much covers it. I hope you enjoyed the tour. But even still, I hope that one day you come to visit in person. We'll see you then. Bye. Love everybody.